Day one of the 2023 NFL Draft is in the books. I was going to make a video talking about some of the second round prospects I like, but instead, I'm going to show you. Let's jump into the film. What is going on, everybody? It's Luke here from Play Like a Jet, and day one's in the books. You don't have to worry about the Will McDonald pick anymore. Hopefully last night you watched my All-22 video on the channel. It helped you kind of process it, understand why he's got such a high upside. But let's move forward now. Let's take a look at day two and specifically round two and pick 43. I'm going to give you four guys that I love for the Jets. Please note, two guys I haven't talked about that I'm sure lots of you will ask about is JMS, John Michael Schmitz, and also the tight end Michael Mayer, because I don't think they're going to make it there, and I don't think Joe will trade up. So here are the four guys we're going to talk about. They're Sam LaPorta, the tight end out of Iowa. Then we're also going to look at Keanu Benton, who's an interior lineman out of Wisconsin. I know Twitter would just melt down if the Jets went back-to-back DL. We're going to look at Steve Avila, who's the guard/center out of TCU, one of my guys in this draft class. And then Josh Downs, who's the wide receiver out of North Carolina. So we're going to start looking at LaPorta. I think he's so dynamic. And what we're going to focus on for him is his route running. He's going to be right-hand side of your screen, number 84. Have a look at the footwork on this angle route to get open. A little stumble, but he rumbles after the catch and he's excellent in this area. But his footwork, dynamism, change of direction speed, stick that right foot in the ground, cross the linebacker's face, that's as good as it gets. He's a mismatch and a nightmare for these guys on the second level of a defense. But he's so versatile at the stem. Left-hand side of your screen, this time detached from the line of scrimmage. Have a look how physical he is. Blows through the inside shoulder. That's no push-off. That's grown man strength in a 6'5", 250-pound frame. What I like about it, the footwork and the nuance at the stem. Look how he sells shoulder fake to the outside. We freeze the DB's feet, then we can blow through his inside shoulder. He's got no chance. And look what he does after the catch. Bang. Once again, he's so quick to break it down, change direction. He is awesome after the catch. He's got a great skill set. He's extremely diverse, has got a little bit of run blocking skills, but you're drafting him for what he can do with his route running and how versatile he is. One last example. This is awesome understanding of leverage. Gives the little outside fake again. He's got outside leverage, so he wants to attack the inside, but watch how he pushes this route vertical. He knows he wants to break this off as an in-breaking route, but he pushes the DB vertical to get him in scramble catch-up mode. He's so worried about the vertical route here. Bang, snap it off, and look at the separation. He gets 5 yards of separation as a result of pushing that corner vertically and really straining him and that leverage he created. Bad throw. But that's who Sam LaPorta is, and that's why I love him. Jumping across now, let's look at Josh Downs staying on the offensive side of the ball. He's going to be in the slot here, and that's where he will translate to in the NFL. He is a slot only. I would say he's almost a home-ground version of JSN for the guys that loved him like I did. Left-hand side of your screen, number 3 receiver to the inside. Have a look at this at full speed, and then I'll break it down. But there's so much nuance here, incredible change of direction skills, and then ability to win a contested catch for a smaller dude. What is so impressive? His corner here has outside leverage, which means that he's aligned to the outside towards the sideline, and he's trying to take away this exact look. Right here, Downs is in a terrible position to run a slot fade. He has no leverage, but what does he do so well? Look at the nuance at the top of the route here. Sells the inside. Are we running a little cross-the-face in-breaking route? No, bang, put that foot in the ground, get to the outside, and then a good job at the catch point, going up, making it with extended hands, and bringing it down for a touchdown. It's easy to run routes when you've got the right leverage and get the right look. It's tough to do it when you don't, and that change of direction skill is fantastic, and that's what makes Downs a special prospect in the slot. And here's an example from the same game against Notre Dame. High competition level, again in the slot. That's where he's going to feed. Have a look at the change directions on this little whip route here. Breaks to the inside, sticks that foot in the ground. Yes, he gets help from a little pick or rub route here, but the change of direction skills are what allows him to separate at the top of his routes. He is so silky in short spaces. He reminded me of how Jamison Crowder played in Washington. I know the Jets fans kind of think of him in our uniform, but he's a vertical threat from the slot. He's got good change of direction underneath like a Hunter Renfrow, but I think he's more dynamic than that. Okay, let's take a look at alignment. I'm sorry, please don't hurt me for this, but Keanu Benton is a beast, and this is probably the biggest hole in the Jets roster right now. He would sit at the one tech spot with Quinnen Williams and would combine extremely well. So right here, you're going to see him lined up at the nose. The zero techniques, head over the center. Have a look at the hand usage, the explosiveness, and just the technique for a man who's over 300 pounds. What does he hit the center with here? He hits him with the club first. Look at that strong right arm clubbing him on his left shoulder, and then aggressively swims over the top, puts the arm on the back of the center, propels himself, turns with pretty nice bend around the corner for a big dude as well. I like that little hip flip, and gets right in the lap of a quarterback. Again, we're not looking at the result of the play and sacks and all that stuff. We're looking at hand usage, technique, and explosion, and Benton has that in spades. Another example against OSU, this time rushing from a wider technique, kind of a 2-eye here against the guard. Mixes it up a little bit, doesn't get his cleaner first contact with that little club, ducks his head a little bit, but then watch how he comes underneath and counters with a really nice rip, is able to bend and get around that corner, and again get to the quarterback. It's just fantastic to see a guy win, to stack moves together, to have the wherewithal, and also to have that athletic profile, because that's really how you win. And then in the run game, he can do it too. From a one-tech spot, bang. Oh my goodness, this is explosive for a big human. Could you imagine this playing next to Quinnen Williams, next to Will McDonald, Carl Lawson, Bryce Huff, Jermaine Johnson, Michael Clemens? We're going to hit him with the little, ooh, I love that. Get over the top. Great lateral quickness and first step across his face. We see him duck his head, we come with the swim move, and we are just engulfing the running back. Benton is a player. And the last guy we're looking at is Steve Avila. I'm going to shoot through these as quickly as we can, but I said it at the top of the show. This is my guy. Steve Avila is number 79, left guard. He also had an entire season at center for TCU, so we don't have to worry about the fit. And if he's versatile, you've seen it on tape. Have a look at the fluidity and the ability to match and mirror in pass pro. He is just fantastic. Max Duggan scrambles because he never likes to throw from a clean pocket. But a great job here from Steve Avila. Look how he travels in his first 2 steps, covers great ground. One hand punch, he doesn't reach with 2 hands, shoots the right hand, and then look at him readjust his feet and work that base with the block underneath him. Steve Avila, honestly, he moves like a left tackle, guys. I'm not being hyperbolic. That's the kind of athlete he is at 330 pounds. I love this dude. Again, against Michigan, this is vision and footwork. I want to really focus here on the depth of his drop. Have a look at how deep he gets out of his stance, how he explodes and actually takes kind of a 45-degree angle, which is really unusual for a guard. This looks like a tackles pass set. It honestly does. Does a great job getting hands. Look how well he passes off this stunt. He's got eyes up. Look at him adjust in space, heavy hands, and it leads to a Quentin Johnston touchdown. But once again, I love the ability to get out of his stance, the depth of the pass set, the eyes, and the hand usage. Special player, man. I really like this guy. And then in the run game, he can give you enough physicality as well. And he has movement skills without being, the best mover on earth, like a Jason Kelsey. Coming from the left-hand side of your screen here, watch him used as a pulling guard, hit his contact in space, and open an enormous lane. He's physical at the point of attack. He plays with pretty good pad level. Have a look at the hands. Gets good leverage even though it's a smaller guy. Stands him up. Back, seal, block. Done. Beautiful. Steve Avila, great player. So there are 4 guys that I love in the NFL draft on day 2 tonight. We'll see if the Jets select one of them. Let me know your thoughts, and thanks for watching.